It's Caleb here at PropertyScout.io. Today I'm going to share the number one complaint we get from our customers, and that is, why should I pay for public property records? It's free, isn't it? I can find it already at the county, or I can find it for free online elsewhere. Well, yes and no. I'm going to get into that in just a second. First, let's have a little history. In the old days, you would have to go to the courthouse in person, where you'd search through books and pages, and you might use microfiche. And that also meant the manual searches meant the service areas for people that were doing title searches or property record searches were limited to how far they could drive, just the neighboring towns and counties. Well, fast forward to today, and there are these companies called title plants, and they have contractual agreements with municipalities and counties to basically do the digital imaging of the original. So that's document retention and providing the documents. So sometimes when you go to the county page to look up a public record, you'll see that you're redirected to one of these service providers depending on the interface. Those title plants cover most of the 3,100 plus counties and towns that we have in the U.S. So it makes it possible for you to do nationwide searches right from your home. In fact, the title search industry has a lot of virtual work, or some are even offshore. Well, it doesn't make searching public records any easier, because maybe with one property you can go and search easily and kind of take the time to look up. But if you have more than one, 10, 20, 50, hundreds of properties you're searching each month, you have to figure out what county is that town or municipality in. And then where do I look when I get to the county page? So I go to the land records, the assessor's office, treasurer's office, or even a third-party vendor that's contracted by the county. And even yet, some counties aren't all digital. They may require you to physically go to the courthouse to get the remaining bit of information you want, and then you got to figure where it is and then plan that trip. Finally, you get to that page where it seems like it has the information you want. Do you need to create an account, make an escrow deposit, or pay per printed page? You may have encountered that where you had to pay just to download a PDF document, or else you get the one that says draft and it's all spotted up. And then finally you get through to what you want. You get to the end of the search. Do they have the data? Some counties don't disclose the owner's name, or others don't have the room counts, and still others don't have pictures of the properties. So it can be a real grab bag of what you're going to get when you finally get through that county search. Now let's take the example of the free sites. Here I have two examples of free sites, and they can work really well depending on what you need to do, but they don't work for everyone. The first example here is Zillow, and let's just take a look at their financials. This is from a Form 10-K, one of their SEC filings from last year. Their gross profit as a percentage of their total gross profit, 85% came from IMT, Internet Media and Technology. This means lead generation. This is where they took people's names that were searching for homes to sell, buy, or rent, and they provided those names as leads to property managers or real estate agents. In some cases, agents are paying as much as $5,000 for your name if you're interested in listing your property. Mortgages, they had 9% of their gross profit for mortgages, and they have an iBuyer, an automated buyer, where 6% of the revenue came from homes through, or gross profit came through homes in that iBuyer program. Redfin, same thing. Gross profit as a percentage of total, 102% came from real estate services. Redfin is an agent broker type model. So those are from commissions where you go to Redfin, use the site, and say, I would like to talk to an agent or a broker to help me buy or sell a home. And that's where the commissions come from. There are some other transactions in there, but that's the large gist of it. You'll see a negative 2% under properties because they too have an iBuyer program that they're launching, and the real estate services side is supporting the property side. Now, what's the point here? You as an end user, as a person coming to their site, pay nothing. If you're not paying for the product, you most likely are the product. Keep that in mind. Now finally, we get to the end here where why pay for search rather than free? First off is national coverage. It's a lot easier to do. Second one is typically the paid search sites have more information because it comes from public and private databases where we can provide owner names and sometimes their contact information. We can provide the images of the deed and mortgages, the ability to search by parcel number, which is extremely rare on the free sites, the financial history of the property, even the resident history in some cases. These sites are easier to navigate because they have professionals working on the user experience and how you work through the application. Support is available, so you have someone to chat, call, email, generally for these sites, and you can trust in the privacy and confidentiality. Want to learn more? You have a question? Just email us here at propertyscout.io. The email address is support@propertyscout.io.